Beneath 4 kilometers of Pacific darkness lies a cargo hold that was never meant to be opened. The SS John Hamilton, a Liberty ship that vanished in February 1945, rests on a seamount 800 miles west of San Francisco. Her manifest listed agricultural machinery bound for Manila. The crates stacked in her forward holds tell a different story entirely. The ROV descends through columns of marine snow, its lights catching the bow section half buried in volcanic sand. Rust has consumed the outer plates, but the cargo spaces remain sealed by silt and pressure. This ship carried equipment for the Manhattan Project during the final months of World War II. The first cargo bay opens like a vault disturbed after 80 years. Wooden crates line the starboard bulkhead, stacked 3 high and lashed with canvas straps that have fused into the timber. Military stenciling remains legible through the sediment. SC-44402, handle with care. Dest. Ord Ella. The designation Ord e Ella did not exist on any public routing chart in 1945. It was internal code for Oak Ridge Laboratory, the Tennessee complex, where scientists refined uranium-235 in calutron machines that operated around the clock. Each crate measures exactly 36 by 24 inches. When uranium ore was processed into metal, chemists needed to verify purity levels through light absorption tests. These cylinders held trace amounts of enriched material during quality checks, small enough to transport safely, but critical to the production chain. The glass remains intact, its contents long since dissolved into seawater. 3 more crates contained similar items: manometers, vacuum tubes, calibration weights stamped with fractional gram measurements. None of this equipment held radioactive material directly, but each piece formed part of the machinery that made atomic weapons possible. The aft cargo section reveals larger apparatus, items too delicate for standard freighter handling. A lead-lined transport box rests against the port bulkhead, its exterior plating still smooth despite decades underwater. Lead does not corrode in seawater the way iron does. It endures. This box weighs approximately 400 pounds empty, designed to shield sensitive instruments from cosmic radiation during transit. The Manhattan Project used hundreds of these containers to move equipment between Los Alamos, Hanford, and Berkeley without exposing precision machinery to background radiation that could interfere with measurements. The lid has separated from the base, likely during the sinking when internal cargo shifted. Inside lies a mass spectrometer, a device used to separate isotopes by their atomic weight. The machine is compact, roughly the size of a typewriter, built with brass fittings and glass chambers arranged in a precise geometric array. 2 electromagnets flank the central column, their copper windings intact beneath a coating of marine growth. When powered, these magnets bent charged uranium particles into curved paths. allowing scientists to collect U-235 separately from the more common U-238. This particular model was manufactured by Consolidated Engineering Corporation in Pasadena, California. A steel safe lies on its side beneath a fallen support beam, its combination dial corroded into a solid mass. Inside, waterlogged paper has fused into a compressed block, but the edges of individual documents are visible. The ROV's camera captures fragments. A logbook rests beside the safe, its leather cover split along the spine. The pages are legible in sections where the ink used permanent archival formula. Entries from late January 1945 document routine, position reports, and weather observations. The final entry, dated February 11th, records coordinates 800 miles. It also made them invisible when they vanished. A canvas map case contains charts of the Pacific Theater with pencil notations marking the intended route. The Hamilton was scheduled to reach Manila by early March, where its cargo would transfer to trucks bound for a military research station in the Philippines. That station, according to declassified documents, served as a forward staging point for equipment destined for atomic tests planned after the war's end. The cargo never reached Manila. The truck convoy never loaded. The research station waited for equipment that remained at the bottom of the ocean. The crew berthing area sits one deck below the bridge, accessible through a hatch warped open by the violence of sinking. Inside are personal items. A pocket watch stopped at 3:17. A photograph of a woman standing in front of a house in Portland. And a small notebook filled with pencil sketches of seabirds. These belonged to someone who watched the ocean during off-duty hours. Someone who documented the mundane details of a voyage that turned fatal. The ship's mess area adjoins the quarters, its tables bolted to the deck and now draped with sediment. Tin cups and plates remain in metal racks along the galley wall. One plate bears the stamp of the Warshipping Administration, the federal agency that managed civilian cargo vessels pressed into military service. A navigation desk near the berthing area holds a partially dissolved chart showing Pacific currents and undersea topography. Pencil marks indicate depth soundings taken during the voyage, measurements that helped navigators avoid shallow seamounts and reefs. The final sounding reads 4,200 meters, taken just hours before the ship disappeared. That measurement places the Hamilton directly above the volcanic ridge, where her wreckage now rests, suggesting she sank rapidly and drifted little during descent. The answer to why the Hamilton vanished lies in the engine room, 40 meters behind the main cargo holds. A massive fracture splits the keel near the midsection, a clean structural failure that severed the ship in two. The break runs diagonally across the hull, starting at the port side cargo bay and exiting through the starboard engine mount. Steel plates have peeled back like paper, exposing interior frames bent beyond any load they were designed to carry. The cause becomes clear when examining the cargo distribution. Lead-lined boxes and scientific equipment were concentrated in the forward and aft holds. In minutes, too fast for the crew to send a distress signal or launch lifeboats. Evidence of this rapid sinking appears throughout the wreck. Cargo remains secured in place, not scattered as it would be if the ship capsized slowly. Personal effects in the crew quarters show no signs of emergency packing. The engine room machinery is still in operating position, meaning the chief engineer never shut down the turbines. The Hamilton died while underway, her engines running, her crew unaware until the moment the deck tilted and the sea poured in.